Okay, we are trying again, and as soon as anybody comes on, tell me if you have sound. I think I fixed it. If not, I don't know what to do, and it'll probably take a little researching. So I'm just waiting for somebody to come on and see if there's somebody that can validate. Do I have sound? Do I have sound? Let me know in the comments, please. I do. Yay! Awesome. Okay, there we go. We got something. So, last time I was trying this, I was talking about the fact that there are issues that people have when they leave cults like Scientology. That on certain levels, they can start replicating the experience of the cult in their relationships and a lot of other areas of their life. And there is sound. Yes, thanks, Mike. Uh, and where my dog's at. Awesome. Sorry about the camera. It's a little fuzzy, and this is my first time doing this from home. So it's all an experiment. Didn't start out that well, and hopefully it'll get better as we go. Okay, so what are some of the telltale signs that you might be in a cult? First of all, is absolute authoritarianism. Yay. Oh my God. Mia Louise. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, absolute authoritarianism without accountability. That is one sign of a cult. But that could also be a sign of something that could happen in a company, in a marriage, and a lot of different things. So the point of what I want to talk about today is how this kind of mind control stuff happens, not only in cults that we know of, like Scientology, but there's also a human dimension of mind control that happens in a lot of different areas. It happens in corporations. It happens, of course, in religion. It happens in relationships where people kind of lose their identity in the relationship. And only after the relationship is over do they realize, oh my God, I wasn't even a person that whole time. So, absolute authoritarianism without accountability is one level of this whole cult story. Zero tolerance for criticism or questions. Have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, perhaps? Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody who takes no accountability for what they do? And that if they have a criticism or even a question, they freak out? That's what cults do. That's why Scientology hates it when people go to Scientology asking questions. Where's Shelley? Tell us about Xenu. What's the deal with that? Right? They don't like that. They want it to be a one-way street of information, them to you, in that way. And then they want it to be a one-way street of money, you to them. Lack of meaningful financial disclosure regarding the budget. That's something that we see in cults. You're discouraged from asking questions, to put it lightly. And that's not really what you need to be thinking of. One thing about cults is they always have a higher purpose, that your little pesky questions are just getting in the way of that purpose. Unreasonable, here's a big one. Unreasonable fears about the outside world that often involve evil conspiracies and persecutions. Scientology will always ask about hatred. They will always talk about you're a hater. You are a religious bigot. Um, they play on the fact that people don't want to criticize other people's religions. And so they use this term bigot a lot because most people don't want to be seen as bigots. You know, if somebody calls you a negative thing, a racist, a bigot, whatever, then there could be a reflex action where you want to prove that that's not true about me. And as soon as you do that, um, then you're kind of going into their realm. You're kind of going into, um, you're letting them control the narrative. And the narrative now is all about whether or not you are a bigot. And so it immediately you go into a defensive posture to say, no, I'm really not a bigot. I'm really not. And so then what happens is that they have achieved their goal of putting you on the defensive. And remember, Scientology rules: always attack, never defend. Scientology will not defend Scientology. They will attack you for asking questions about Scientology or for spreading misinformation, and they will accuse you of spreading hate and religious bigotry against their beautiful, beautiful, beautiful